Lost or stolen luggage can ruin a fun trip in seconds. Airport workers and travel experts know 6 simple tricks that keep bags safe every time. Are you making the big mistake that tells thieves your bag is an easy target? Tip number 6, use unique luggage. Have you ever stood at the baggage claim watching dozens of identical black suitcases go by, wondering which one is yours? Plain black bags are not just hard to find, they're actually targets for theft. According to the Transportation Security Administration, over 90% of stolen luggage at major airports are plain black or navy suitcases. Why? Because thieves can easily grab the wrong one by mistake and walk away without anyone noticing. These common bags blend in perfectly, making them the top choice for baggage thieves looking for an easy target. Smart travelers know the secret is making bags stand out. Using bright-colored luggage like red, teal, or yellow makes bags easy to spot from far away. Even better, add unique patterns or designs that no other bag will have. For everyday bags, there's a simple trick. Add colorful straps, tape patterns, or even stickers in special shapes. One pro tip from airport security experts: put something unique on all 4 sides of the bag. This way, no matter how it's placed on the carousel, that special mark will show. Try adding reflective tape in a special pattern. Not only will it stand out in the baggage area, but handlers will notice it in dim cargo holds too. According to former baggage handler reports shared with Consumer Reports, distinctive luggage is up to 78% less likely to be stolen. Remember, thieves want to blend in, not stand out. They'll almost always choose the plain black bag over the bright pink one with zebra stripes and reflective tape. Don't miss this chance to protect belongings with such a simple change. But wait until you hear about the special locks that bag thieves absolutely hate. Tip number 5, invest in TSA-approved locks. Did you know that the wrong kind of lock can actually make your bag less safe during travel? Many travelers don't realize that using regular padlocks is practically useless for protecting checked bags. According to the Department of Transportation, more than 70% of non-TSA locks are simply cut off during routine security checks, leaving bags completely unprotected for the rest of their journey. That cheap dollar store lock isn't just ineffective. It's giving a false sense of security while potentially putting belongings at greater risk. The real solution is using only TSA-approved locks with the special red diamond logo. These special locks can be opened by security officers using master keys, then properly secured again after inspection. The International Air Transport Association confirms these locks reduce post-inspection theft by over 60% compared to bags that had regular locks cut off. Here's a game-changing pro tip from former TSA agents. Buy locks with inspection indicators that change color or display a message when opened with the master key. This clever feature shows immediately if the bag was inspected or potentially accessed by someone else. Models like the Travel Sentry indicator locks change from green to red after being opened with a master key, providing clear evidence of any access. For maximum protection, security experts recommend using 2 TSA locks on opposite ends of the bag. This simple strategy doubles the time needed to open the bag, making it too time-consuming for most opportunistic thieves who typically move on to easier targets. Why risk losing valuable items when this simple upgrade makes such a big difference in luggage security? The small investment in proper TSA locks can save hundreds or even thousands in stolen items. Now for an even more shocking tip about where thieves immediately look in your bag. Tip number 4, hide valuables in plain sight. Have you ever noticed that the most obvious hiding spots are exactly where thieves look first? According to a study by the Aviation Security International magazine, over 85% of luggage theft involves items taken from predictable places like side pockets, toiletry bags, and items near the top of suitcases. Professional thieves can spot and target these common hiding spots in seconds. The Transportation Security Administration reports that opportunistic theft often happens during the brief moments when bags are accessible during loading or unloading, with thieves knowing exactly where to look first. The solution isn't complex locks or expensive safes. It's psychological camouflage. Hiding valuables inside ordinary, boring items creates what security experts call visual indifference, making valuable items practically invisible by disguising them as things thieves wouldn't bother with. For example, jewelry can be hidden inside clean baby diaper packages, Cash can be inserted between pages of a used paperback book, or electronics can be wrapped in children's clothing items. One genius pro tip from travel security consultants: use empty containers of everyday products. An emptied-out sunscreen bottle with a screw-off bottom makes an excellent hiding place for cash or small jewelry. Old pill bottles labeled as common medications can store small electronics or memory cards safely. But whatever you do, don't use fake diversion safes sold online. These hollow books and soda cans are now well known to thieves and actually attract more attention than genuinely ordinary items. The Travel Channel's security experts recommend using multiple hiding places throughout the bag rather than concentrating valuables in one area. This distributed security approach ensures that even if one hiding spot is discovered, most valuables remain protected. But even the best hiding spots won't help if your bag disappears completely. Here's how smart travelers track their luggage in real time. Hit that subscribe button and notification bell right now, so you don't miss any of our future travel secrets that could save your next vacation from disaster. Tip number 3, use luggage tracking. What would you do if your bag disappeared and the airline had absolutely no idea where it went? This nightmare scenario happens to thousands of travelers every year. According to the U.S. Department of Transportation's Air Travel Consumer Report, airlines mishandled over 2 million bags in the past year alone, and many were never recovered. What's worse, the International Air Transport Association reveals that airline tracking systems fail to locate about 25% of truly lost bags, leaving travelers with no recourse. Smart travelers are now taking matters into their own hands by using personal tracking devices. Apple AirTags, Tile trackers, and Samsung Smart Tags create an independent tracking system that works regardless of airline systems. These small devices use Bluetooth networks and nearby phones to report exact locations right to your smartphone. The Wall Street Journal tested various trackers and found that AirTags could pinpoint luggage location within 30 feet, even inside crowded baggage areas. Here's a pro tip from frequent business travelers. Place 2 trackers in your luggage, one visible in an outer pocket. This acts as a decoy, and another hidden deep inside clothing or in a lining seam. This redundancy ensures tracking even if a thief removes the obvious tracker. But whatever you do, don't activate the tracking device's lost mode too early. This can alert thieves that the bag contains something valuable worth stealing and may cause them to search for and remove your tracker. For maximum effectiveness, travel security experts recommend registering your tracker before your trip and testing the battery. Some savvy travelers even place trackers inside specific valuable items within the bag, creating multiple tracking points that can be monitored independently. Without this simple technology that costs less than a nice dinner, you're essentially gambling with your belongings every time you check a bag. Why take that risk? Now for the crucial documentation step that makes all the difference when filing claims. Tip number 2, document your belongings. What would happen if you lost thousands of dollars worth of items and had absolutely no way to prove what was in your bag? This devastating scenario happens to countless travelers who skip this critical step. According to the U.S. Department of Transportation, airlines paid out over $35 million in baggage compensation last year, but this represents only about 30% of the actual value of lost items. Why such a gap? The Association of Consumer Travel Advocates reports that without proper documentation, most travelers receive the minimum compensation, often just $500 to $1,500 regardless of what was actually lost. The life-changing solution is creating a digital inventory before every trip. Take clear photos of everything packed, including close-ups of valuable items showing brand names and models. Create a simple spreadsheet listing items with approximate values and save everything to cloud storage like Google Drive or iCloud. Travel insurance specialists recommend even recording a quick video while packing, narrating what goes in as added proof. Pro tip from airline claims adjusters: include a newspaper or date-stamped item in your documentation photos. This simple addition proves exactly when the inventory was created, dramatically increasing your credibility during claims processes. You'll feel an incredible sense of confidence and control when filing a claim, calmly pulling up your detailed documentation while other frustrated travelers struggle to remember what was in their bags. While others leave the airline counter dejected with minimal compensation, you'll walk away with a fair settlement that actually reflects what you lost. But whatever you do, Don't store your documentation only on your phone. If your luggage and phone are stolen together, which happens frequently in coordinated thefts, you'll lose both your belongings and your proof. Now for the absolute number one strategy that professional travelers swear by. Tip number 1, strategic packing distribution. Have you ever wondered how seasoned travelers stay calm when the airline announces their bag didn't make the connection? While most passengers panic at this news, travel professionals simply smile because they've mastered the golden rule of luggage security. According to the International Air Transport Association, over 85% of permanently lost bags occur during connections or flight changes. The Global Business Travel Association reveals that business travelers who practice distributed packing report 74% less travel disruption, even when luggage is delayed or lost. This game-changing approach is beautifully simple. Never put all essential items in one bag. Instead, distribute important belongings across multiple bags, especially between checked and carry-on luggage. Pack half your clothes in each bag, split medication supplies, divide charging cables, and separate essential documents. For families, cross-pack so each person has some of everyone else's necessities. Here's an insider tip from flight attendants who travel 200+ days yearly. Use the rule of 3, pack as if you'll have access to only 1/3 of your luggage at any time. This means having 3 days of essentials accessible in your carry-on, including any items you absolutely cannot travel without. You'll feel an amazing sense of peace boarding your flight knowing that no matter what happens to your checked luggage, you've already outsmarted the system. While other travelers frantically shop for emergency clothes and toiletries in an unfamiliar destination, you'll be enjoying your first day of vacation without missing a beat. But whatever you do, don't put any truly irreplaceable items, family heirlooms, custom jewelry, important documents, in checked luggage. Even with perfect distribution, some items should always stay with you. This single strategy has saved more trips than all other luggage tips combined, turning potential disasters into minor inconveniences that barely impact your travel experience. Which tip was most surprising? Tell us in the comments below. If this was helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more.